Okay, we're back for the next portion of my video. As you can see, the bike is starting to come back together now. The LED lights are all complete. Both sides. No, I don't have them on right now. I'll turn them on in a moment. The power commander is connected, and I did test it earlier. I don't know if I'm going to fire it up today. It's a little too damn cold out there to crack this garage door right now. Then I like to allow it to do a proper warm up, so that means I'd have to stand here. But anyway, um, there's the power commander unit in place. I do have the auto tune. I did a video on the power commander. So the auto tune is right back here with these multicolored wires. These multicolored wires route back here through this mesh cable and down this the right side of the bike to an O2 sensor connector, which is located here, as you can see. It's really easy. If you look back at the auto tune, those wires push right into little holes that you'd have to pierce with a paper clip. What did I use? I think I used a paper clip or like a hook, and it was very easy. You poke the wires in there, and you take your screwdriver and torque it down to meet the wire, and then you're good to go. Make sure it's secure. Give it a little snug, and pull test to make sure it's not going to pop back out of there. Real easy. Clean off both sides, the back side of the auto tune and the outer casing here, so that you can apply the Velcro adhesive back there. I mean, I opted to go with that route instead of putting it directly to my power commander, because if you'll notice, when you get your power commander and you fire your bike up, if you look down here, you're going to see the green power light that's on. There's also a status light, I believe the other one says. So you want to make sure that they're accessible so you can see that the unit is powered and that it's operating properly. If you put your auto tune back to back up against the power commander, then obviously you're not going to be able to see those lights from this distance. Right here is where you're going to access your USB connections to make adjustments to the bike or to the operating system. Make sure you have proper air and fuel mixture and things of that nature. They do suggest that you leave it to the pros on a dyno tuning center to allow them to do fine tuning adjustments, and do not do that on your own, because it's very difficult for the human to be able to do those kinds of operations. So you can use the maps that they have, and that's supposed to be significant enough. And I'll tell you this much: after I hooked up the power commander unit and just did a test run, even without having the O2 sensor in place, which is over here, I just did a little test run to make sure, because before you button up all this stuff, putting all your panels back on and securing everything in place, you want to make sure that your bike is running. Okay, you don't want to button it all up and then find out you got some kind of an issue where you connected something incorrectly and it doesn't run. That's not going to be good. So, a part of the auto tune, you're going to have a power and a ground for the auto tune unit. And if you look back here, this red connector down here, you're going to tap into your taillight power source. So that's an ignition source. So when you turn your key, it supplies power to your taillights, obviously, blam, and then they come on. You're also going to want to utilize a ground, which you're going to come over here and ground it into your ground to the battery. Or you can use a body ground, but that's easy enough. Let's see, what else? I did finish off the LEDs that I was showing with my brackets and stuff, and you can see they illuminate pretty well. Definitely a lot more light than what was produced before. I don't really have much of a before and after, I don't believe, without them. But utilizing that, I think it's pipe hanger actually, what that coil is. It'll allow you to, like I said, manipulate the angling and things of that nature the way you want it. and it's great. It works out really, really well. Uh, the other thing I wanted to show is I got my bung in today. Now this is the contoured one that I was explaining before. It's got that little curve and it fits the pipe very well. I really don't know how much of a difference that's going to make to a welder. Here's the one that they give you with the kit. You know, it's straight, flat across. Get this damn thing to focus. And then the other one has that contoured section. You know, to kind of, like I said, hug those curves with the pipe. I don't, like I said, I don't know if that's going to make much of a difference, but I figured I'd purchase it anyway. It was only $5 on eBay. Can't beat the price. So that's the last thing I need to install is the O2 sensor. I did fire the bike up. Man, the idle was, it sounded a lot better once you dial in the pipe that you have to mapping it with the power commander. You know, just I was very pleased because, like I said, it's an intimidating project, but it's pretty plug and play. Very little splicing. I think I had to do 2 splicing operations. Not a big deal. Um, so I fired her up. She was running good. I will show you guys on the next video, and I guess we'll go from there. The final button up, and then, like I said, once I get a decent day out here, it's been one crazy season as far as the winter goes. Um, I can show you what what she's all about. I do have a different camera that I use on my helmet, so more videos to come.